Now here I think we also need to next from here. Next mean below everything, below this code everything will not work. Okay, else condition, that means if there is no user with this email address, then we are going to save that user to the database. New user, remember this user model we have created, and according to this user model the same order will be applied to save a new user. First one is email, first one is name. Name is, this name variable is valued by this name, so copy and paste it here as well, comma. Email is email, this email is coming from user input, that bit from here, and this password is password. Okay, once you have created the user, let's save it. Save the user. We'll take a callback function, and first parameter of that function is error, comma, docs, that with our user. Actually I have used docs variable once at the top. Let's use user this time. User, console this user, and redirect to the home page of our website. That means after saving the user we are going to redirect to the home page. So let's check it out. There will be no next function. Copy this error and paste it at the very bottom, and this error will be if there is no validation error, then it will save the user, and if there is any validation error it will render with this error. Actually we have already assigned some values with this error message. Actually it is very irritating to navigating from one URL to another URL, so let's make some variable, make some link, auth, it will go for home page. Next we'll have register user, users, remember we have a get route, that was user register in this URL. We haven't made any route for logout and dashboard, don't worry, very soon we are going to make this too. Okay, save it once again, open your browser, reload the page. Now we can go to register, login page, we can go to auth. All of them is working perfectly. Now let's register a user. Let's make the password 4 character actually. Submit it. It's saying password must not be less than 6 character long. That means its validation is working perfectly. We have 3 validation error now. Let's write the name Kylian Mbappe @test.com, Mbappe1234, and submit the user. We are successfully redirected to the home page. That means user is successfully registered. Okay, to check it out, user is successfully saved to the database or not. To create one more tab for our terminal, in here we can just write Mongo. Before that, let me show you the MongoDB is running or not. Actually, if you are Windows user, relax, you don't need to follow this step. Sudo systemctl status MongoD. Enter your password and active status, it is active, it is running. If this is not active, then what you can do, sudo systemctl and start MongoD. Actually, restart it because I am already running MongoDB. That means my MongoDB is running perfectly. Now the very next thing, we are going to open MongoDB shell by using mongo command. Now we are on MongoDB shell. Once you are in MongoDB shell, just write this command, mongo command show dbs. It will show all of the database we have. Currently we have make this database JWT-auth. Let's check it out inside our app.js. Okay, here where we connected to the MongoDB database, here you can see actually this should be JWT-auth. Since I have created this use database by mistake, so let's delete it. Use we are going to switch it to the use database. Now write db dot drop database. It will drop our current database. We are on use database. Let's check it out once again. Show dbs. Now we don't have any use database. Okay, now this time the spelling is right. Once again, fill all the forms and submit the registration forms. Created successfully. Now go to MongoDB shell once again, and this time just run the command use JWT-auth show collection. It will show all of the collection inside JWT-auth. We have a collection or name of users. This name users we have given inside our MongoDB model. This is the user. We have a collection of users, so let's check it out. Whatever inside this users, db.users.find, it will find all of the record inside this collection, user collection. Pretty, this pretty will decorate all of our JSON text. Okay, here we have only one record and with name of Kylian Mbappe that we recently registered with the users, and the password is Mbappe1234. This password is very much vulnerable. A hacker can easily access this password. Actually, we need to hash this password and encrypt it by using precrypt.js, so user won't understand whatever the password is. Okay, so let's do it. At first go to npm.js. From here search for precrypt.js. You can find this. We need to install precrypt.js. Create one more terminal. Here I am going to install precrypt.js. Make sure this is precrypt.js, not only precrypt. Okay, after installing precrypt.js, let's see how to use precrypt.js. We are going to use asynchronous function, so let me copy everything from here, copy and paste it here as well, where we want to save the users. Control Shift I. Actually, let me take it at the very top. One more thing, we haven't validated for our confirm password. That means whenever someone input two different password inside two different field, then it will allow to save the data to the database, which we don't want. So let's check for password match or not. Password, actually let me destructure password 2 comma password 2. This password 2 is coming from user registration form, this name password 2. Okay, now here check for the password and password 2 match or not. If password 2 is equal password, if this does match, then we are going to save our user to the database, otherwise it will show an error. Okay, Control Shift I. Else, let's make the else condition so we can show the error to the user. Copy this 2 line and paste it here. The error message will be password didn't match. Password didn't match, and here we are going to encrypt our password. Password, not password 2. You can use password or password 2, whichever, both will work same. And once the password does match, then it will save to the database, and this password would be hash. That means now we can encrypt our password by using a long string hash. You can see once the user saved to the database, the password and confirm password, let's make both of them different so we can see our validation is working or not. Submit. It's saying password didn't match. It's working perfectly, and password will be Erling1234, EARLING 1234. This time match the password, and it's successfully redirected to the home page. So let's check it out in our MongoDB terminal. Let's check it out. Press up button, up, and press enter. Here you see we have saved one more record to the database that with name of Erling Holland, and email address is erling@test.com. but this time the password is much longer, but we set our password as Erling or 1234. Actually it is make an hash version of it and save it to the database.